Two automation giants go head-to-head n8n and IFTTT. Which platform truly powers your workflows? On one side, we have n8n, the flexible, open-source solution making waves. On the other, the tried-and-true IFTTT, known for its simplicity and massive integrations. We're testing both platforms in hands-on scenarios across automation capabilities, customization, learning curve, integrations, cost, and more. Forget the hype and marketing lingo. Let's look at what actually matters for your productivity. Each category gets a fair score, and by the end, you'll have a clear winner for your workflow needs. And trust me, the outcome might just surprise you. Let's dive right in. Alright, before we dig in, here's a quick look at all the stuff we're actually comparing today. Price, flexibility, integrations, how easy they are to use, the whole community vibe, and of course, privacy and data control. That's a lot, so let's get started. Let's talk price first, because honestly, who wants to overspend? So with n8n, you can literally self-host it for free if you've got a server. And there's also a really solid free cloud tier. Of course, if you want those fancy enterprise features, you gotta pay extra, but for a lot of folks, it's kind of a steal. Now, IFTTT does have a free plan, but yeah, it's only 2 applets, which, is pretty restrictive unless your needs are super minimal. All the cool stuff, that's behind the paid plans. So on this one, I gotta give it to n8n. Moving on to flexibility, and I mean, this is where n8n just absolutely flexes. You can write your own custom logic, connect nearly anything, run on your own server, control every little step, but heads up, it does have a learning curve. If you like endless options though, it's wild. Now, IFTTT, it's like the polar opposite, super easy for simple triggers but really boxed in. No custom code, you just pick from their stuff. So 8n definitely takes the cake for flexibility. Now for integrations, and oh boy, both platforms are known for this, but there's a twist. n8n has hundreds of built-in integrations, plus a community adding new ones all the time, and you can hook up anything with an API if you're the DIY type. That said, some setups can get geeky. On the other hand, IFTTT has thousands of applets, and if you just want to connect, like Spotify to your smart lights, piece of cake. But pro-level integrations? Paywall City. For sheer control and variety, ADN still edges out in my book. Oh, and here's something cool that a lot of people don't know, n8n. It actually stands for Nodemation. Yeah, like node-based automation. I mean, how nerdy is that? Ease of use. Let's be real. Not everyone wants to mess with configs or logic or servers. IFTTT is hands down the fastest way to get started. Just a few clicks, grab a template, boom, automation done. n8n's got this drag and drop thing going, but for total beginners it can feel a little overwhelming, especially anything involving server setup or more advanced stuff. For simplicity alone, IFTTT finally wins around here. Alright, let's talk community and the whole surrounding ecosystem. n8n is open source, so there's forum support, random people writing their own plugins, and kind of this hacker spirit that's cool if you're into that. The trade-off? If you host it yourself, help is pretty much community-led. IFTTT's community is bigger, with lots of user-made stuff, but the conversation is kind of quieter. Support's mostly docs and email, and updates aren't always fast. If you want energy and innovation, ADN's got it. Last, but definitely not least, privacy and data control. And wow, this is one people sleep on. With n8n, you can literally have all your automation run on your own server, meaning no one else is touching your data. Plus, they've got GDPR options. The cloud version? Well, that's their servers, so standard rules apply. Meanwhile, IFTTT keeps everything on their servers. No self-hosting, not much control over granularity. For privacy nerds, and honestly, everyone should care. n8n runs away with this. So, if we draw it all out on a radar chart, you can see n8n is kind of crushing it for power users and nerds. Flexibility, integrations, privacy, price. But if you're all about plug and play, IFTTT is way easier and honestly less intimidating. Here's my take. If you're the person who loves tweaking things, wants total control, or you're building automations for a business, n8n is, hands down, the tool to bet on. But if you just want to automate your lights, get a phone notification when it rains, or hook up a few smart devices around your home, IFTTT is honestly all you need. If this helped you figure things out, don't forget to hit follow for more no-nonsense tech breakdowns. I'll catch you in the next one.